Now, while up to now in my studies, I had learned a great deal about bitter roots through the lives of those just mentioned. I still yet, though, found myself asking the question, what are bitter roots exactly? And it was given to me that bitter roots is the thing or things that separate us from God, which 1 John 2:16 refers to as the things of the world, such as the lust of the flesh, which thirsts for pleasure and self-gratification, the lust of the eye, where the focus is on having it all, no matter the cost, and the pride of life that yearns to be large and in charge. For if any man, according to 1 John 2:15, love the world and the things therein, the love of the Father is not in him. Or to put it another way to better our understanding, bitter roots is the sinful nature of man, or man's sinful side, if you will, that due to some type of hardness, like pride, it develops when one idolizes themselves and or the ways, people, or things of this world. And it is this sinful nature that causes man to get the big head, as we used to say in Mississippi, and thusly leads him to distance or set himself apart from God and those whom he sins, by thinking that he or she is some sort of free agent or free-range chicken who knows what's best and is capable of going anywhere and doing anything on their own without any help and or acknowledgement whatsoever from God the Father. As talked about in Deuteronomy 29:16 through 19 in reference to the children of Israel, and as seen in Genesis 19:26 with Lot's wife, who looked back on Sodom and Gomorrah during its destruction and became a pillar of salt. Altogether, bitter roots in a roundabout way, from my perspective, is what the Apostle Paul spoke about in Romans 7, particularly in verses 18 through 20, when he said, "For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I find not. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do. Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me." So when we see someone who's being rude, obnoxious, contrary, or trifling, this scripture suggests that it's not the parents who are at fault, nor is it a case of the "I can't help it," as they would like for us to believe. But their behavior is all them, because of the sin and or bitter roots inside their hearts, which they, without rhyme or reason, as spoken of in Zechariah 8:16 through 17, have allowed to control, dictate, and or influence their lives, and consequently impact from a negative standpoint on his or her relationships.